It's a nice rainy morning. So Papa Bruce and I can't get out in the garden this morning. So we're just going to make another video. And this is one that I've wanted to make for a while, but everything just came together again the other day that I told him. I said, yeah, it's time to do the Oklahoma driver's license video. So we're doing that today. Anytime I sit down, my little girl has to come get in my lap. But Bruce and I don't get to go to town very often. It's so far away, takes so long, that we always try to do as many errands as we can, and we always try to give ourselves a special little treat. And so when we were in town the other day, we stopped by a bakery in Fort Smith, Arkansas. And it's called Harvest Moon Bakery. If any of you are in the Fort Smith area and get a chance to go by there, please go by. It's close to the Walmart shopping center there on 0 Street, and they would love to have you. They make everything from scratch, and it's delicious. And one of the things that Bruce and I treat ourselves to whenever we do this is a thing called their Southwest chicken sandwich. It's a croissant that they have layered with chicken and green chilies and cheese, and it is just fabulous. And in fact, I know the woman who gave them the idea for this recipe is a friend of mine, and her name is Donna. Thank you, Donna, because this is one of our favorite treats. Anyway, so we went to town because we needed to get our Arkansas driver's license. Now, mind you, this is the 3rd time we've tried to get our Arkansas driver's license. The first time we went, we just came up and we told them we wanted our license, and we thought it was just a matter of looking at our Oklahoma license and just giving us a new Arkansas license. Wasn't the case. We had to have documents. So we went home and tried to find the documents that they were asking for. And since we've just moved, everything is still in such an uproar, I couldn't find them. And I have a special file for important papers. But anyway, I couldn't find them. So I thought it's no big deal. We probably need duplicates of these anyway. So we mailed, emailed, made phone calls, and even had to drive to McAllister to get my birth certificate. So it wasn't just an easy little thing. So we're having to jump through hoops to get a driver's license, an Arkansas driver's license. We went back, thought we had everything, put the papers on the table, and the lady said, "Nope, this is not good enough." Because I had been married and divorced before, I didn't have a complete history of my maiden name, from my maiden name being to the name that I want to get my license in now. She told me I would have to go back and get my divorce decree from my ex-husband. So we went home the second time, tried to get paperwork the second time, finally got it together, and went back for our 3rd time. Well, this time we put everything out, and everything was good, and so it was no problem. Bap, 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 we got my license. And so I told the woman, I said, well, finally, after all of this work, it turned out to be real easy. And I said, in fact, it turned out to be easier than when I moved from Texas to Oklahoma. My mother had had a stroke, and so we had come up to help my parents. And she told me where to go, and she wanted to go too. And we walked into this office, and it was just the one officer, and just myself and my mother. Wow, listen to that rain. And so it was just the 3 of us, and I told him what I needed, and he handed me a piece of paper. Well, I had to fill out this paper. So while I'm filling out the paper, Mother and the officer were getting to know each other real well. Mother never met a stranger. And it turns out that they had mutual friends, and so they were just carrying on a big old conversation. when I got finished, I turned it over to the officer, and he's looking it over, and he goes, well, there's no problem here. He said, there's just one more thing that you need to do. And I said, okay, what's that? He said, you need to sing the Oklahoma State song. Well, here I am. Y'all know me, my poker face. Nobody can read a thing off of my face. And so I looked over at my mother, and I don't know the Oklahoma State song. I don't even know any songs that I'm thinking, I don't even know any songs that have Oklahoma in it. And so I'm just speechless for a minute, and I look over back at the officer, and just as I looked at him, I saw him wink at my mama, and my mama smiled back at him. Oh, so they want to show. They're going to game me. Well, I'm going to game them. So the only song I could think of that had Oklahoma in it was one that I had seen in a movie years ago, and these Oklahoma boys are out there, and they've got their cowboy hats in their hands, and they've got their elbows up, and they're singing. So I'm going, okay, I can do that too. And I planted my feet, and I took a deep breath, and in my best big Kate Smith voice, I sang, Oklahoma, where the wind comes swooping down well, they're laughing. They are laughing. My mother, who had had a stroke, and I'm thinking she's going to fall out of her chair, and the officer is pounding on the cabinet. They are having a hootenanny over there, and at my expense. And so anyway, he stamps it. He said, great job, and he stamped my paper, and he said, now take this over to the other place where I had to get my picture taken. Okay. Turns out that is the Oklahoma State song, and I didn't have a clue. So we go over to the other place, the photo tag office, and you can call the photo tag office and ask those girls there, because I asked them several months back when we had to renew our license tags if any of them remembered that incident, and a couple of them did. They've been there long enough that they remembered. And but so anyway, I'm trying to be cool and professional, and now there's several people in this office, and so I stand in there and I get my picture taken, and Mother, bless her heart, says, you mean you're not going to make her sing the Oklahoma State song? And of course she had everybody's attention in the office then, and the lady said, well, no, why? And she said, well, because that officer who sent us over here made her sing the Oklahoma State song. Well, thank goodness they didn't ask me to, but that's my funny story. I don't think anybody else has ever had to sing a state song to get a license, but I did. And that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. It is a true story. Now, why else do I have this hula hoop here? Not just to show you that we have to jump through hoops sometimes to get our documents together, but also because there's still some cold weather. We're in Arkansas in the 7B region, and a lot of people are starting their seeds now, and there's going to be lots of cold nights still. Our last frost date is usually between March 15 and April 1st, so there's still going to be some cold nights yet. But you can make a greenhouse out of a hula hoop. If you buy a clear shower curtain, hang it on those little just the little snap cheapy shower curtain rings, and then put it all like this and hanging down, and then one more shower curtain over the top, and you can suspend that from a rafter or something, and just lift your plants up and put them underneath that temporary greenhouse, and it'll help down to about 28 degrees. If you put a lamp in it, you could probably get away with in the teen degrees. So anyway, that's my story. I'm hoping you like it, and this has been for fun, but we got a little nugget of truth out of it. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.